नमस्ते प्रणाम गीता ध्यानम। ओम पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Partha. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O Goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters, O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and now we have come to the 13th adhyay of the Kshetradnya Vibhag Yoga, the discrimination of the field and the knower of the field, Kshetra and Kshetradnya. And after that first implied Shloka of Arjuna, which actually is not a part of Bhagavad Gita, but Arjuna, in brackets, in parenthesis, asking Sri Krishna that let me know about what is Prakriti, what is Purusha, what is Kshetra, what is Kshetradnya and all that. And Sri Krishna told him that, look, my dear Kaunteya, my dear Kaunteya, my dear son of Kunti, the body is Kshetra. Body of all beings, the physical bodies, these limited, exhaustible bodies, these limited, perishable bodies, these are the Kshetra. And one who knows this Kshetra, one who plays in this field, these are the playgrounds. Each individual body is a playground. And the knower of this field likes to play in this playground. The knower of this field is the Kshetradnya. The knower of Kshetra is the Kshetradnya. And then Sri Krishna told us that actually he is the Kshetradnya. In all these Kshetras, in all these bodies, in all these fields. And Sri Krishna said, Kshetradnyam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. Know for sure that I am the Kshetradnya. I am the knower of the field of all the Kshetras. Sarva kshetreshu. Like earlier Krishna talked about sarva bhuteshu. Here the same sarva bhuteshu is implied as sarva kshetreshu. And I am the kshetradnyam cham cha api mam. I am the knower. I am the knower of all these fields. O Bharata. Kshetra kshetradnya yor jnanam yatta jnanam matam mama. And this knowledge, this understanding of the Kshetra and the Kshetradnya is the true knowledge. Because this knowledge is going to lead one towards the ultimate reality. This knowledge is going to lead one towards the immortality. This knowledge is going to lead one to come out of that circle of repeated births and deaths and become one with the Lord. And therefore Sri Krishna says, one who knows this knowledge of Kshetra and Kshetradnya, the knowledge of Kshetra and Kshetradnya is deemed by me as the true knowledge, as the ultimate knowledge. So that is what Sri Krishna has categorically told in that second shloka of this Kshetradnya Vibhag Yoga. Now let us see what is the third shloka about. Sri Krishna says, tatkṣetraṃ yacca yādṛkca yadvikāri yataśca yat sachayo yatprabhāvaśca tatsamāsena me śṛṇu. Tatsamāsena me śṛṇu. Sri Krishna is telling, I am going to tell you in brief about this. Tatsamāsena me śṛṇu. Hear from me. Śṛṇu is here. Me, from me. Hear from me. Hear this. Samāsena, with in brief. I'm not going to elaborate much on that. I'm not going to waste your time, my time in unnecessary explanation of this Kshetra, Kshetradnya. So what he says, tatkṣetraṃ yacca. What is that Kshetra? Now I have told you, body is the Kshetra. And I am the ultimate Kshetradnya. But now here Sri Krishna is telling, tatkṣetraṃ yacca. And what is that Kshetra? What is that body? Yādṛkca. Yādṛkca is, what is it like? What is it like? And yadvikāri yataśca tat. Yadvikāri yataśca. What are its modifications? What are the modifications of the constituents of this Kshetra? What are its modifications? What are its properties? What are its properties like yādṛkca? How does it look? How does it look? What are its properties? What is it like? And what are its modifications? And yataśca yat. Yataśca yat is, what effects are caused by the causes on this field? Yataśca yat. The cause and effect of what the causes, what effects are arise from which causes in this Kshetra. That I am going to tell you. Plus, in addition to that, sachayo yatprabhāvaśca, and also who he is and what his powers are. Who he is. Kshetradnya. Who is that Kshetradnya? I am going to tell you about Kshetra. Yes. I am going to briefly tell you about Kshetra. What are its properties? What are different cause and effects? Which different causes produce what kind of effects in this Kshetra? All that I am going to tell you. Plus, I am also going to tell you about the Kshetradnya. Such a yaha, who he is. That also I am going to tell you. And yatprabhāvaśca. What are his powers? What that Kshetradnya can do? What are what is the ultimate authority that this Kshetradnya has? That also I am going to tell you. Now, this is what Arjuna would certainly welcome, this kind of a teaching from Sri Krishna. Just with single query of what is Kshetra, Kshetradnya, what is field, what is the knower of the field. Krishna in those two verses, second and third verses, first and second verses, he had explained. Now he is briefly going to tell further what are the properties. What is, first of all, what is the Kshetra? That he has told just in one word, that Deha is the Kshetra. This body is the Kshetra. Now what are its properties? What is it composed of? And how this Kshetra, what different effects, the different causes they produce upon this Kshetra. That also he is going to tell you. What more you need? He is going to explain this phenomena of Kshetra, and also he is going to tell us who is this Kshetradnya. Such a yaha, and what is the power, what is the significance, what is the authority, yatprabhāvaśca, what is his authority. That also I am going to tell you briefly. Sri Krishna says, tatsamāsena me śṛṇu. You hear it from me in brief. No elaboration is required when Krishna is telling. Whatever he tells, even if it is in brief, yes. Even if it is just a summary, even if it is just a gist of what is this Kshetra, what are its properties, and which different causes produce what kind of effects on this Kshetra. And who is the Kshetradnya? Who is he? What is his power? What is his authority? Let us hear in the subsequent verses. Let us hear it from Krishna's mouth himself. Now, as far as this shloka is concerned, hear briefly from me what the Kshetra is, what its properties are, what its modifications are, whence is what. That is, which causes cause what type of effects, and also who he is and what his powers are. That is what Sri Krishna is going to tell. Naught exists and naught remains to be known outside the pale of Kshetra and Kshetradnya. This is a real truth, in fact. There is nothing outside this pale of Kshetra and Kshetradnya. Whatever is there in this creation, whatever is there that is the ultimate existence, it is within this pale of Kshetra, Kshetradnya. Kshetradnya is the ultimate, the Purusha. Kshetra is all these different bodies. The Kshetradnya is playing through all these bodies. You, me, all these cats, dogs and cows and donkeys and buffaloes and elephants and lions and tigers and these plants and trees, the aquatic animals, fish and all, everything. The animate, inanimate. The Lord is playing through all these fields. And nothing in this, the playground of the Lord goes beyond the Kshetra and Kshetradnya. Whatever is there is within this circumference of Kshetra and Kshetradnya. There is nothing beyond this. All that can there be is within this periphery, within this the pale of Kshetra, Kshetradnya. The Vedas and Vedanta philosophy are all directed to the inquiry into these two ultimate realities. All those profound Vedas, the Rig Veda, Sama Veda, the Yajur Veda, Atharva Veda, all the Upanishads, all the scriptures, all the inquiry for that matter is pertaining only to these two entities, the Kshetradnya and the Kshetra. All the branches of knowledge that are so far revealed and that are yet to be revealed, that are conventionally divided into the sacred and the secular, all of them are engaged in explaining either the Kshetra or the Kshetradnya or both. Whatever subjects we study, whatever the sciences, different sciences and arts that we study, every subject for that matter, its focus is Kshetra and Kshetradnya. There is nothing outside of these two. Whichever science you take, whether it is physics, whether it is chemistry, whether it is biology, whether it is the mathematics as such, or whether it is quantum physics and all those things, entire the spread of any, or even the medical sciences. Medical science actually deals with the Kshetra, this physical body as such. And the spiritual, philosophical subjects, they take us towards the study of Kshetradnya. Understanding of Kshetradnya, although to a limited extent, we can never know the Kshetradnya through any of the subjects. That is a different matter. But all the subjects, they are pertaining to Kshetra and Kshetradnya. Whether these are the sacred faculties, sciences, like philosophy and even to psychology for that matter, or the secular sciences, medical science, physics, chemistry and all those things. All these sciences, they deal with nothing but the Kshetra and Kshetradnya. The secular sciences towards the Kshetra, and the sacred subjects through study of the Kshetradnya. And there are some subjects which study both Kshetra, Kshetradnya. They study the body as well as the relationship of this physical body with the indweller inside this body. So this is what the subject matter of Kshetra and Kshetradnya is about. And this is what Sri Krishna says, that I am going to brief you. You hear it briefly from me. And who else can teach us this subject so well than the Lord himself? So that was the third shloka of the 13th adhyaya, Kshetra Kshetradnya Vibhag Yoga of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Ma. Jai Swami.